And it's Hot Riff over a length to Hula Wonder. Pegasus at the pull the whip and he's trying hard on her. It's Hot Riff rolling back to the inside in front. Hula Wonder's a couple of lengths away. Hot Riff's going too well. And Hot Riff wins it well by over 2 lengths. Second Hula Wonder. Lindoney got up for third. And they were followed closely by Broker's Point, then Kingdom Babe and Quit Smokin'. Our Viper couldn't run the trip and Claudia Rose dropped out to finish last of all. Hot Riff, a pick-up ride for Aaron Spiteri, one of Darren Gauchi's mounts, and he's ridden her beautifully and she's done very well to win the race. Number 5, Hot Riff, confidently supported into favouritism on track, taking the race out. Hula Wonder second. The effort of having to concede some 5.5 kilos or so weight was just too much for Hula Wonder. She's run a good game second, and third placing to number 7, Lindoney. 5, 1 and 7 official on race number 6.
Line comes the Kevin Lee trained Port Macquarie galloper Highest Caliber, and we're all set and ready to see them race over 1,300 metres. They're off this time, and the Highest Caliber was last out of the gates. Pride and Power left best. Silver Castle jumped out nicely, and Paris Fortune's up looking for the lead, and will get there too on settling fully into stride. And as they travel about 300 metres now, it's Paris Fortune, Swiss Echo going up quickly to second, Silver Castle a handy third. 2 lengths Pride and Power racing inside Kutamutu, and 2.5 then coming Jubilee Song. It's outside Diamond from Highest Caliber, and the stayer Jeristars last. At the 800 marker, and Paris Fortune just leads Swiss Echo and neck in it. 3 lengths away, third Silver Castle, a bit more than a length then coming Pride and Power Kutamutu, followed 2 back by the Big Chestnut with the white face Jubilee Song, Diamond the grey on its outside. 4 or 5 to Highest Caliber and a similar margin to Jerristar, racing to the corner, and the leader is Paris Fortune. It's about 3/4 to a half length on Swiss Echo, who's been very heavily back. 2 lengths to Silver Castle, Kutamutu called upon now, and further away is Jubilee Song as they race down to the 200 marker. Swiss Echo and a Paris Fortune taken on by Kutamutu. Jubilee Song and Silver Castle struggle, but Kutamutu no luck a week ago, but better fortunes going his way today. Beedman keeping him going, and Kutamutu races away from Swiss Echo and Diamond, and Kutamutu from Swiss Echo and Diamond. Then Paris Fortune, Silver Castle, Jubilee Song. Highest Caliber followed in by Pride and Power, and Jerristar last all the way. Well, better fortune went his way today. Number 1, Kutamutu, Darren Beedman. For Jack Denham and Dr. Enasar, Dr. P.R. Wickramakey and Dr. A. Sankey. And on tab limited 310 160, number 1, Kutamutu, proving too good for Swiss Echo. Race without cover. Number 8, he'll return a dividend of $1.70, and we're standing by on the third number. The time for the race, 1:15.88. That's a new class record, 1:15.88, betted Glacier's previous, 1:16.11, established here in February of last year, and 34.94 the sectional time. 1, 8 and 9.
189. The Quinella will return you $9.90. Trifecta $129.10 with Diamond's good form continuing. And you heard the winning time there. Class record.
Modern General. Aussie's Lad's been a drifter, but the clear pick is Jugatrice. They're just about right. Blazing Sun over on the outside. They're set and away they go. Starter caught them quite well, and hard-ridden Big Mac trying to retain the inside. Jugatrice got away nicely, is up on the pace. There's Blazing Sun from an outside barrier shooting across, looking for his favourite on pace roll. In behind them, Modern General settling fourth along the inside with Aussie's Lad. They're trailed by Nutcracker, who's caught out wide. 2 lengths to Runs on Ego, Nightly Sword, and then came Ocean Run and Summer Rule. It's Big Mac retaining the front. Blazing Sun sat second on his outside. Nutcracker doing some work to get to third wide. Modern General just in behind them, running fourth over on the rails, followed by Jugatrice and Nightly Sword is travelling wide, worse than midfield. 1 Aussie's Lad, followed by Ocean Run, and then came Runs on Ego towards the tail, and Summer Rule passing the 800 metres, and it's Big Mac the leader. He steadied up the tempo through the last couple of 100 metres. Blazing Sun is second, Nutcracker still doing it hard third. Modern General has a good run, so does Jugatrice with Nightly Sword around them covering ground. Then came Aussie's Lad, followed by Ocean Run down on the inside. Summer Rule starting a run, and Runs on Ego has been shuffled out to last as they cornered. Nightly Sword moved up to Big Mac, Nutcracker right behind them. Modern General fourth over on the inside, and then Jugatrice looking to get into clear galloping room. Got plenty to give if he can get into the open as they cornered now. And it's Blazing Sun going up to the lead. Jugatrice is held up, searching everywhere for runs. They're not coming. Modern General got a run through, and here's Summer Rule. Summer Rule from last, sprinting hard, moved up to Nutcracker, 100 to go. Then Modern General. Summer Rule, the leader, out wide on the course, and Summer Rule beats Nutcracker. Runs on Ego, flashing home into third placing. Jugatrice fourth. Probably something beaten. Then Modern General, back behind them Blazing Sun, who weakened. Then Ocean Run, Big Mac, followed in by Aussie's Lad and Knightley Sword. Summer Rules come from last to win. There were hold-ups galore in the straight. Jugatrice mainly was the one who just couldn't get through. Searching everywhere, the runs just wouldn't come. And in the end, it was Summer Rule sweeping down the outside and wins the first race here at his sixth attempt at Caulfield. Second placing to Nutcracker, been a good effort, been caught three deep for the entire journey, and Runs on Ego, who got shuffled out to last just before the turn, storming home, and he's been beaten about a length and a half all up in third place. But Jugatrice certainly the most unlucky runner of the race.
Yep, and the second most unlucky, Runs on Ego, running for blocked runs right up the home running. That's 4, 6 and 3. Quinella and Trifecta, New South Wales.
Only 5 out. Yes, John, 5 to come up for the last of the day. And he's on fire. $3 is the popular pick. All clear at Vic Park, and over here at the 1500 before a crowd of just over 8,000 this afternoon. We are waiting for Placer and a Grand Success to move in. Pool building to 423,000 almost in the wind till. Starter's down at his stand. He has a look at the timepiece and he's about to climb the ladder. 1500, the journey of the last of the day. He's on fire, popular pick. And the racing, and he was last out. He's on fire, and Gamesman left best, commencing nicely. Haunting Spirit. Grand Success is moving up swiftly, and not far back. Late Whisper, almost 4 in line. This quartet lead about 2.5 Mysterio, and then Placer, capital C. Length and a half to Blenheim Castle wide from the Almighty One. He's on fire as past 2, and they are Sea Fighter and Blazing Jester. Starting to string out now, going down to the 1,000 marker, and Grand Success goes to a clear-cut lead over Gamesman. Haunting Spirit third, and 2.5 to Late Whisper, a couple Mysterio inside Placer. Then Blenheim Castle over on the inside, capital C from the Almighty One. He's on fire is third last, would have to be a dozen off the lead. Sea Fighter second last, and Blazing Jester brings up the rear. No change in the order, coming onto the side of the track at the 700, and Grand Success a length and a quarter. Gamesman in third, Posse, Haunting Spirit, 2 Late Whisper, a similar margin. Mysterio inside of Placer. Deeper out is the big horse with a white face, Blenheim Castle. A couple further off, capital C, the Almighty One. He's on fire. He's back still third last from Sea Fighter and a Blazing Jester straightening. Grand Success the leader. Gamesman is out after him very quickly, however, and these two have put 4 lengths on Haunting Spirit. The Almighty One, Late Whisper, he's on fire, is going backwards, but Gamesman sprinted to the lead at the 150, about 3/4 of a length. Grand Success, the Almighty One, is starting to rush home after Gamesman. He's swamping Gamesman, the Almighty One, and the John Wheeler train, the Almighty One, came away to beat Gamesman. Third, Posse, Grand Success, then Placer, Late Whisper, Mysterio, Blazing Jester, he's on fire, and then capital C followed by Haunting Spirit. Blenheim Castle pulled up quickly in the run on, and Sea Fighter near enough to the tail of the field. Gee, didn't he come home quickly? He had to change his course rather adroitly there at one stage in the stretch. Darren Beatman, and Dazza has booted home the Almighty One in the final event of the day. And 560 and 190 beat 5 Gamesman, who was being hailed as the winner at the 250, $1.70, and 2 Grand Success, $2.30. And as for He's on Fire, well, last out of the barrier stalls, third last coming to the corner, and despite the urgings of Brian York, did very little over the last 300 metres. The Almighty...
They're ready, set for the last on the card. 1200, the all clears through, and they're racing. Pont on Fly jumped away okay in the middle of the line, and so did Romantic Sea. Getting away fast, Marouche on the outside with Shattered Love, and Galatea not far off the pace with Libidinius now settling fully. And Marouche by the 1,000 metres deep out on the course takes a slender lead. Romantic Sea closer to the inside in second position, followed by Libidinius and Shattered Love. A length to Galatea down on the inside, fifth in the orange colours, followed then by Crimson Gem. Pont on Fly next on the outside within 5 of the leader. A length and a half further back, Weekend Surprise, and then Eula Good Night and Fortinaz Princess. Coming up towards the home turn now, and it's Romantic Sea going up along the inside to join Marouche. Libidinius 3 wide, 1 Shattered Love. Pont on Fly coming around the outside with her run, then Galatea, Crimson Gem and Eula Good Night. Around the turn now, Libidinius sprinted quickly and took the lead from Romantic Sea. Pont on Fly pulled to the outside for her run, and then came Marouche. Libidinius near the 200 in front. Romantic Sea starting to rally on the inside, and then Pont on Fly who can't get there. Libidinius the leader. Here's Crimson Gem rattling through on the inside. Libidinius from Crimson Gem. Pont on Flyer. Libidinius has got the money by a half length to Crimson Gem, Pont on Flyer, and then Romantic Sea. Followed a gap behind these to Eula Good Night, Naz Princess, then Shattered Love, Galatea, Weekend Surprise, and dropping out last Marouche. Libidinius, written by Andrew Finlay, takes out the last on the card and will pay around $6.60 and $1.90 on Super Tab, beating Crimson Gem and Pont on Flyer. It'll be 8, 3 and 1 in the last on the card. Libidinius for...
Now they're locked away and they're ready to run. 1,300 the journey, but Noble Cavalier reared up near the outside, and Prince of Pop also propped in the air. They balance racing. Northerly was actually one of the first to hit the ground. Quickly out is Erin Pack, and Holmesville Lass is coming across to join Slide Away. Infrastructure fifth on settling down, then Prince of Pop, followed by Noble Sky. On the inside is Noble Cavalier and Corporate Bruce Snag back to the tail of the field. Noski was forced to lead on Erin Pack, who pricked his ears, going onto the far corner out of the back at the 900. Erin Pack floating along in front leads the way from Holmesville Lass. Northerly is third on the inside of Slide Away. A little more than a length back in the clear to Infrastructure. 1.5 further away then came Noble Sky, then Prince of Pop from Noble Cavalier, and still last is Corporate Bruce. Well, about 8 lengths cover the field as they go by the 600, and Erin Pack's had a pretty cushy run in front as they reach the bend. He leads a length and a half. Holmesville Lass, Carberry sending Northerly through near the inside, then Prince of Pop going around the outside of Slide Away, who dropped off very quickly. Wider still Corporate Bruce. Noble Sky got through on the inside, then Noble Cavalier, but Erin Pack with a tidy lead. Noski hasn't moved on him. Carberry shakes up Northerly. Northerly's coming out after Erin Pack, and so's Corporate Bruce and Prince of Pop. Erin Pack in front, shifting a bit of ground. Northerly coming at him with on the outside Prince of Pop, Corporate Bruce, but Carberry gave him a dig, and away goes the great horse. Northerly's won it untouched. A super return. He absolutely annihilated them here in the Goodwood. And a good pat on the head from Patrick too as he wins. Second home, either Prince of Pop or on the outside Corporate Bruce. That's the return that the public wanted. Then Infrastructure, Noble Sky, Noble Cavalier, Erin Pack stopping abruptly, then Holmesville Lass and Slide Away last in.
Folks, we'll be sweating on the time for you, but wasn't that an impressive win? A soft win. Paddy Carberry saddled up with a couple of winners today. At this stage here, he looks to be, could he get through? Then all of a sudden, he says go, and he just leaves these horses in listed company with 61 kilos on the back, and we're awaiting first up race time. Good odds too. $2 for a horse that blew them away in the Australian Cup, although he'd never won first up before. Today, he made them look second rate. So we're awaiting a race time there. 132, $2 he's paid, and $1.40. And Freddie Kersley's very, very smart 5-year-old is back in town. Okay.
Anyway, the set.